profligate that. While appreciating the trek that some of you made to the heart of the Wicklow Hills from places like Bray and Cork and Island Bridge and Blanchardstown and Finglas and Stoneybatter and Cavan and Portmarnock, serious acknowledgement must be made to those seriously committed friends who trekked all the way from places like Australia and New Zealand to mark Breffney and Conor getting married. Weddings are about more than a couple getting married. They also mark the situation where families getting joined together in new ways, and so the Greater Mar clan is now linked to the coffee mafia. So, as senior coffee representative, I formally welcome Fiona and Mike. They're sometimes known as Mrs. Mullet and Mr. Mullet. I welcome them to the family.
Mrs. Mullet!
And I thank you both for making such a great job of your son. I hereby break the traditional Irish mother mold and declare that Conor is definitely better than good enough for my daughter.
Let's have a vote.
Much better in fairness.
No, Mullet!
Take it.
Mullet's flying away!
The only problem is that I was introduced to this treasure as Mullet, and it was months before I learned that his name is Conor.
Muggins! Woo! Yeah!
This was a bit of a shock.
Got you on video.
Because you see, my father's name was Conor, and I have a fraught relationship with my father. But I got over the shock. But by this stage, he was Mullet in my head. And like the proverbial dog who can't learn new tricks, I find it very difficult to unlearn the Mullet tag. It just keeps popping up despite my best efforts, although sometimes I do call him Conor. So now, back to Breffney for a minute. The name Breffney was on the cards as a boy's name in the coffee household, almost from the beginning, but girls kept popping out. So, by 1980, when number 5, that's herself, when she arrived, the name was going to be used by hook or by crook, even if the baby was a hermaphrodite.
Which it was. Luckily.
Jamie Lee Curtis.
The name Breffney was inspired by the Cavan connection, because the barony of Breffney in what is now the Cavan-Leitrim area has heavy-duty Gaelic connections. I have always felt that it's important for people to be connected to where they come from, and what better way to make the connection for a child than by linking them by name to a place that resonates with centuries of feisty Gaelic warriors. With this carefully thought out notion of mine, you can imagine how gutted I was when the Cavan-based grandfather's reading of the situation was that the child was called after every pub and club. No, the Cavan grandfather was wrong there. It seems her name is on every second B&B in the county as well.
And Clontyre.
National. So I'm not going to tell you any acutely embarrassing stories of Breffney's antics from her early years, but if you insist, the siblings will do a quick tell and spell session later. But I insist on the right to boast about my beautiful daughter, her charming partner, her insistence on having a meaningful life, and her lovely dogs, one of which It's neurotic.
He's just misunderstood.
Bethany, I want you to know that I'm very, very proud of you. And I think you're gorgeous. You know, it wasn't all plain sailing for Bethany. She had tough things to contend with in her life. And yes, she is a smart woman, but she didn't take anything for granted and she put huge effort into what she has achieved. Bethany, you're absolutely wonderful. But meanwhile, Connor, also known as Mullet, has to be warned, she is high maintenance. She's a high maintenance woman. But the payback will be huge because she gives it her all, and in her book, if it's worth doing, it's worth doing excellently. So I have a confession to make, because I think they're a really cute couple. In fact, it seems to me that they have a seriously lovely relationship, and I wish for them that it continues like that always. I admire their spirit, their rigorous interrogation of convention, their willingness to take risks, their obvious adherence to decency, the way that people are important to them, and their love of fun. And you know, if the people running this poor beleaguered country of ours had half the imagination, guts, or moral compass that this couple have, our country wouldn't be in the mess it's in.
Mullet for t-shirt!
With these tough times that they're all talking about ahead, I can only say to you both, may your energy never run out. And may you be able to navigate the rocky times we live in, and may you have oodles of fun along the way. And finally, I have some very important motherly advice and mother-in-law advice for you both.
Take your pants off!
So first, you have to work at your relationship every day. That is every single day. Okay? Second, you have to smile. Smile often, especially at one another. And third, you wear 4-inch heels only occasionally.
Mullet, no more high heels! No more high heels, Mullet!
Never see this all.